Roald Dahl, James and the Giant Peach. Seven. The two women and the small boy stood absolutely still on the grass underneath the tree, gazing up at these extraordinary fruits. James's little face was growing excited. His eyes was all big and red as two stars. He could see the peach swelling larger and larger as clearly as if it were a balloon being blown up. In half a minute it was the size of a melon. In another 12 minutes it was twice as big again. "Just look at it growing!" and Spike cried. "We'll never stop!" and Spoon shouted, waving his fat arms and started to dance around in circles. And now it was so big it looked like an enormous butter-colored pumpkin dangling from the top of the tree. "Get away from the tree trunks, you stupid boy!" and Spiker asked. "The slightest shake as I am going, it falls off." It was its 20 old started pounds at least. The branch that the page was growing up on was beginning to swing over farther and farther because of the weight. "Stand back!" and Spoon shouted. "It's coming down! The branch is going to break!" But the branch didn't break. It simply bent over more and more as the peach got heavier and heavier, and slowly growing. Another bends his mouth. And Mouse first was large and strong and fat as Miss and Spiker. Says and Sponge says and probably just as happy. "It has to stop now!" and Spiker yelled. "It can go on forever!" But it didn't stop. Soon it was the size of a mouse hopping round and round the tree, clapping their hands and shouting as those of silly things in their excitement. "Hallelujah!" and Spiker heard it. "What a peach! What a peach!" "Trafico!" and Spiker cried out. "Magnifico! Splendifico!" and what a meal! "It's still growing! I know!" As for James, he was so spellbound by the whole thing that he could only stand and stare and murmur sweetly himself. "Oh, isn't it beautiful? It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen!" "Shut up, you little twerp!" and Spiker snapped saplings over him. "It's none of your business." "That's right," and Spush declared. "It's got nothing to do with your woes, Ebbers. Get out of it." "Look!" and Spiker shouted. "It's going faster than ever now. It's speeding up." "I see it, Spiker. I do. Bigger and bigger flew the peach. Bigger and bigger and bigger. Then at last, when it has become nearly as the tree that it was going on, a tall as wide in fact as a small house. The bottom part of it gently touched the ground, and there all rested. "It can fall off now," and Sponge shouted. "It stops growing," and Spiker cried. "No, it hasn't." "Yes, it has. It's slowing down, Spiker, slowing down, but it hasn't stopped yet. Just watch it." There was a pause. "Yes, now. I believe you're right. Do you think it's safe to touch it?" "I don't know. We better be careful." And Sponge and Spiker began walking slowly round the pitch, inspecting it very cautiously from all sides. They were like a couple of hunters who had just shot on elephants, and was not quite an either. It was dead or alive, and the massive walls over them so high that they looked like maggots from another horse beside it. The skin of the peach was very beautiful, a rich buttery yellow with patches of brilliant pink and red, and Sponge advanced cautiously and touched it with the tip of one finger. "It's right," she cried. "It's just perfect. Now look here, and Spiker, why don't we go and get a shovel right away and dig out a great big chunk of it for you and me to eat?" "No," as Spiker said. "Not yet." "Why ever not?" "Because I say so." "But I can wait to eat some," and Sponge cried out. She was swaddling at the most now, and the thin trickle of drip was running down one side of her chin. "My dear Sponge," and Specker said slowly, winking at her sister and smiling Slaty's lips smiled. "There's a pile of months baked out of this if only we can handle it. Right, you wait and see." 8. Chapter 8. The news that was pitched almost as big as a house as suddenly appeared in someone's garden spread legs willfully across the countryside, and the next day a stream of people came scrambling off the sills and gazed upon his mobile. Quickly and Sponge and his fakers gathered up the sense had them built from the pitch was saved him from the crowd. And at the same time, these two crafty women changed themselves as a front gate with a large bunch of tickets and started charging everyone for coming in. "Roar up! Roar up!" and Specker yelled. "Only one cheering to see the giant peach." Can't you see? Half price of children under 6 weeks old, and Sponge shouted. One at a time, please. Don't push. You're all going to get in. Hey you, come back there. You haven't paid." By lunchtime, this whole space was the same mass of men. Women and children are pushing the helicopter's slanting legs over the hill, and put out of them swarms of newspaper reporters, cameramen, and men for the television complaining. "It's 'cause you able to bring in the camera," and Spike's girl shouted. All right, they answered. "We don't care." And the money was coming rolling into the pockets of the two great cents. And while all this excitement was going to the outside, poor James was forced to stay locked in his bedroom, peeping through the spots of his window the crowds below. "The disgusting little boots was only getting everyone's his wealth if we'd let him wander about," and Spiker had said early that morning. "Oh, please," he begged. "I haven't met any other children for years and years, and there are going to be lots of them down there for me to play with. And perhaps I could have you with the tickets." "Shut up," and Sponge snapped. "You and Spiker and I are about to become millionaires, and the last things we could is the length of you messing things up and getting in the way." Later one day, evening after the stage came, and the people of all the guns, homes, and stone lock James's so was an order them to go outside and sell all the banana skins and orange peels and bits of paper that the squirrels had left behind. "Could I please have something to eat first?" he asked. "I haven't had anything all day." "No," they shouted, kicking him out of the door. "We're too busy to make food. We're counting our money." "But sir," cried James, "get out there and stay out until you've cleaned up all the mess." The door slammed. The key turned in the lock.